Right, it's been in about 3 hours now. Camera can't cope. It has a manual temperature probe, so I've borrowed that to put in the top of the container so that we can see what temperature we've got in the oven, because this goes up to 500 degrees. So we're probably running at about 180, 170 degrees. It's 10 to 9, so it's been in here for what? 4.5 hours, nearly 5 hours. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. We've maxed out the temperature probe, so we've got 150 plus degrees coming through the centre of the dough now. We just pushed the spike into it with this, and we felt like we had a crust, and then it went easy, then it got resistance again. So we think the moisture's rising up through the loaf, so we have no idea how long to cook it for. We've actually turned off one of the coal fans now because we feel like we're running too hot and in danger of melting that and melting that. So we've backed off a bit of the heat. This is how you test if your loaf's done. Not got too hot, has it? Yeah, look how wet it is there.
Yeah.
That's deeper than the tin though. How deep's the tin? But it's gone on diagonal, hasn't it? The vents just fell off John's head. Yeah, moist still, isn't it? Very. It won't need much butter at the moment. No, the paint's bubbling now as well on here. We did wonder how long it'd take for the straw to dry out and catch a light, and it has. But it can't spread anywhere. We're just going to pour some water on it now and put it out. But the safest place to leave it's up there as long as it doesn't damage that hay cap. Yeah, as long as it doesn't damage my hay cap, it doesn't matter, but we'll lift the other 2 bales off before it spreads across to it. Martin's got some water now, so he just dows it down and we'll lift them other 2 bales off. And then maybe just leave that as a control burn on the top. Bit more this way. To me a bit. No. You missed that back. It's just this corner now. Back a bit. Right, that's it. Just get a little bit more for this corner. Yeah, it's put the middle out. I'm just going to lift them other bales off so it don't melt that hay cap. Yeah, it looks worse than it is. It's just this end flake, whereas that's all sodden now, so that won't burn. But we'll lift them 2 bales off. And then I think we've got too much heat in there anyway, so no bad thing. Letting a bit of steam off. John's going to grab that one now. That's it. Temperature in there is still running hot. We did think about covering it completely with straw, but we decided that it would be, if that happened, we'd start melting the wires if something like that happened. Martin's just going to snuff this end out now with a bit more water, and John's going to lift that other one down and put it in the field. There you go. Let's put it out. It's melted the string, so we're just pushing it off now into the bucket. That'll do. Super dry straw that as well now. Well, it was. I'm just pulling it away a bit with the digger. We don't have to shovel against the container. Oh, well, that's cooled it down a bit, 145 now. John's going to brush up the bits of wet straw now. We're not slipping and sliding. 141, that's good. Any higher, and we're going to risk melting our temperature probe. That's still running cool. We've tied it up now where that straw was, just the last little bit to brush up. We've decided that there's too much moisture in the container and it's not drying the bread quick enough, so we're going to cut a hole in the roof to try and vent some out. If it doesn't work, we'll just put a piece of steel over it to keep the heat in, but we think it's kind of like a steam cooker. Peel the roof back, and now we're giving it a little bit of a prod to see. It's quite hard that though, isn't it?
It's hard, yeah.
We've gone through the crust now.
Yeah.
Have a look. Take a core sample, eh? See what it's like. In it. See how wet the bar is though, can't you? Yeah. Bread at the bottom anyway. That's definitely bread though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not bread yet.
No, this is not. That's no different to when we put it in.
Is it warm then?
No.
No. Yeah, it is.
It's not burning my hand.
No. We've now put a chimney on it and you can just see absolute clouds of steam coming out. Now we've cut a hole in the roof, so I think we're actually getting the moisture out of the dough now. See what temperature we're running over here now. Nearly maxing out the temperature probe through the bread. It's 12 o'clock at night now. If I put this into that pipe and do a temperature reading, it's basically maxing out straight away. It'll go straight past 150 degrees. So we know we've got some serious temperature in there. We've obviously cut the hole in the roof and we're getting loads of steam venting out now, which is good, but yeah, that's now maxed out. We've got some heat under there now. You see it's like lava. And when you go up the steps and look inside, see it all venting out. We'll try and show you what we can see. I'll put the torch in that hole. Starting to look like bread, I think. Really melted the torch then. It's 12:30 AM. We're just putting some more charcoal on the trays, going to shove them back underneath, and then don't think there's a lot we can do then other than leave it overnight and see what we've got in the morning. It's slowly baking, but there is still a bit of goo in the middle. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. I think we'll leave it now overnight and see tomorrow. It's 1:30 AM and I've just checked it now. We've tidied everything up, left it. We reckon we've got 3 or 4 hours, like I say, of coal left to go. So we'll just see what comes in the morning, see whether we've got a loaf. It's Monday morning. We don't know what we're going to find around the corner. It's been running all night with the fans and the coals were pretty hot when we went to bed. It was running at 80 degrees at 7:30. We don't know what it's going to be at now, so we'll have a look. It's 69, 70, but it's still running pretty hot considering it's not had the coals freed up for a while. So we'll have a look what it looks like. So there we go. It's got a little bit of a crust on it. It's got a bit dusty from the coals. But seems to all be cooked just. Guess the tractor. Morgan's just finished off a bit of edge cutting. He didn't get it done the other day because that bearing went, so he's just done some gateways to make it easy to get in and out with the sprayer. John's filling up now to go spraying some beans as well. Still 65.7 degrees in there, so we'll just let it cool down all day, and then hopefully any bit of moisture might evaporate out, because when you put your hand over that vent at the top we cut, you can feel moist air still rising. Moving the hopper. I think it's got sunflower seeds in it now. The lads put in when they were tidying up. I'm gonna get the fert spreader out and try and get some fert spread today, and hopefully I get washed in tomorrow and start working straight away. Oh, this isn't as easy to move as I thought because it's got a steering axle. So, oh yeah, there we go, it's working. That's pivoted now. Just take it nice and steady so the fork doesn't catch that grey tube. Just want to get some bags of fertilizer from behind it, you see. I'm going to lift this top row of bags down now, but I'm a little bit worried. They look great from here, but I'll take you around the other side and I'll show you why I'm worried. Plastic can degrade in ultraviolet light, sunlight, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, look at the colour of the bags this side. Yeah, this is what I'm worried about. See how faded it is? Now, is it just the colour faded or is the plastic degraded and are they going to split? So I'll lift them down gingerly and see what happens. 1,200 kilos going in, Brenda. Name that comedian. Oh, well, I've got one down. And it's not ripped, so that's a good sign. Check the back of it now. Oof. That's when it can go wrong. Yeah, it's alright. I think they're just a different shade as well, because they look a different shade to them. It's just started raining, which is great for spreading fertilizer because it'll wash it straight in and it'll start working, but not good for John that's trying to kill grass weeds in the beans he's spraying. Oh! Tell it's dinner time, truck here to load. Shed's starting to get empty now. And they're loaded up. See what these are like. Feels actually quite sticky, that, considering the floor's oily. See what these are like on the OSR. I don't think this has ever been zeroed, because that's something like 65,000 tons or 6.5 million. Don't know, but we'll zero it. There we go. Right. Oh no, it's zeroed there, hasn't it? I reckon that's forwards and then backwards. I think grip's a lot better than cleated tyres. Must be because there's more rubber on the floor. Fresh load of seed socks on the way to Spalding's. Just load them on the wagon now. Pallet distribution place to take them. It's now 1:15 and it's 47.7 degrees, so it's still pretty warm in there. But it is cooling down now. We did a control actually when my mum cooked some of the dough in the house, and that's the result. So it does look like bread, but it probably wasn't quite mixed right, some of it, but looks okay inside. I'm having a look at the sunflowers are coming up. I've walked this far before I found one. I think that's one there. Not a good sign. I don't know whether the slugs have been active or the fact it comes so wet after they were planted, but it looks like they could be a disaster. Yeah, not really much coming up whatsoever that we want. Gonna do the birthday bumper real quick, not many names on it, but I'm walking past the buggy, so I'll do it now. So we've got Peter Hartley's on there, James McCreef is 34, Emma Reese is 42, Paul McDonoghue is 47, and Fraser Harrison is 15, and Joe Fallows, forever 21. So £68,203 raised, so happy birthday anyone on there and anyone else whose birthday it is. Rob's got the 936 out, he struck the baler off and put the baler away. I'm going to free the PTO shaft on it, flail for him, because he's going to do some flailing tonight for someone, and then do one of the dog fields thing in the morning. Still 42 degrees, feels moist as well, the air still coming out, so I think, joking on a biscuit, I think we'll leave it till tomorrow before we open the doors and unveil what happened. That's actually all for today's video. It's gone on too long. I've got to get to Wem for the UPL day tomorrow, so we get changed, get some stuff together and shoot off up there before rush hour if I can. So thanks for watching. Fingers crossed it looks like a piece of bread when we take it out, and I'll see you all tomorrow.